their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking Charles in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Seeing the calendar for these guys, their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. The game in front of them and finishing strong.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
21, Ezekiel Elliott.
So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. Spots in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for them.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
To return is Taylor. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Jerick McKinnon, the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Here's Richie James on the return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
8 yards.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
2 yards to go.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Complete.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down, 49ers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
To Kendrick
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
At that 8-yard
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
touchdown.
Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Taylor now returning it. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Kendrick Bourne.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
To Trent Taylor.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
San Francisco.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
This is Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
At the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25 yards.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
By San Francisco.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Bourne. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing that. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Nick Mullins in the offense set to take over. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Debo.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Third down.
And here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime.
A sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they lead the visiting Chicago Bears at the half. Dalvin Cook has scored a touchdown there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. Deshaun Watson, a touchdown pass, but it's the defense that's been the story as they are pitching the shutout thus far. Meanwhile, it was Nick Mullins with a strong first half throwing the football. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers.
What you do best.
Again.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
49ers.
He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have
blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Makes the score Niners 27.
And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And 6.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping it from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. and touchdown San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 40-yard line.
Dalton here from the gun. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
So it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
They ain't ready for us.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Dalton Schultz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Dalton's throw taken in by Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Another chance for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mostert. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, and on the stop there.
By Jalen Smith. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
At the 42-yard line.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Raheem Mostert.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
At his own 49-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the 49er first down. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run. Their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they dropped their 10th game.